When I became responsible for facilitating the shack, I didn't know what the shack was, so I got some help from Region 4 Education Service Center. The representative from there came out and explained what our responsibilities were and helped us establish our goals, what we thought, prioritizing our goals. And it was pretty much a unanimous decision from the shack members that a sex ed program was needed. We hadn't had one previous. So we had a representative from one of the large universities in the area that came out and gave a presentation about what was going on sex-wise with young kids. And she had factual information, things from the Center for Disease Control, surveys that had been done in the local area, credible resources, that backed up her facts. And when they started talking about the number of 6th grade kids that were already sexually active and how many were going to be sexually active by the time they reached 12th grade, I think it was a real eye-opener for a lot of our shack members. Again, I think having those facts, where it's not just emotion, but, start making your decisions using fact. I think that turned a lot of people around that had some concerns whether we needed to be doing it wasn't just an evidence-based program or not, it was an abstinence or an abstinence plus program. That was another issue that we had to discuss. Having those kind of facts and knowing, the rates of kids that are having sex at different grade levels, those sorts of things really got people motivated. It made it a priority. We've got to have something, we have to have a program. I think you have to, I don't know how different districts set up their shacks or how they get members on their shack. Since I was put in charge of getting it set up again, it kind of died off and needed to be re-established. I made it a point to have kind of a mixture of parents that I invited to be on the shack initially. And so you need, what I would consider the religious conservatives. You need to have their voice on there. You need to have a mixture of other parents that are in there. And I think if you do that, and it's not just people like you, like-minded, where it's a rubber stamp going through with whatever's recommended, I think you get all of those things taken care of. All the issues that could possibly came up in our discussions. And it makes it much easier then, when you are asked questions by a school board member or by a parent that happens to catch you in a hallway sometime, you've already discussed those questions and those answers, and you know the reason why the shack chose one thing over another.